Hi guys, how are you guys today? Happy Saturday. I wanted to just relax today. I do have some words for you guys, but I wanted to actually come on camera and deliver the words for you guys later today, but then I wanted to relax at the same time, but I didn't really feel the nudge to put out the other words until like later today. But this particular one, it's been in my spirit all morning, and it's actually urgent. So I'm going to explain to you what happened. So just like the other day I posted a word and I said I overheard a conversation in the spirit, and I was hearing these group of men having conversations, and God, for some reason, God's allowing me to hear like conversations and allowing me to see like the plots and schemes that people are planning, and you know what I mean, like he's allowing me to see all that. And I'm like, wow, okay. So every night when I do pray, I always ask God, I say, God, please use me to help someone or to help people. I'm like, if there's anything you need me to know or see in the spirit that I have to, deliver tomorrow, if it's according to your will, please let me see it. And I noticed that like I'm hearing conversations that people are having, like, so it's pretty hectic, and I've experienced this when it comes to my own life, where I'm able to hear conversations. I'm able to see what people are saying about me behind my back. Like he's literally showing me things and nothing's hidden from me, right? So now I'm seeing it for other people. So what I saw last night was, I actually not saw, sorry, what I heard in the spirit, not last night, early this morning, I heard this in the spirit. I heard a man come in and he was like, well, long time no see. That's what he said, long time no see. So whoever this word is for, these are going to be the exact words from this particular person. They're going to say, long time no see. Okay. Long time no see. So make sure you note that. How do I know that this is someone you have to be careful of? Because after I heard this male say, well, long time no see, I heard the Holy Spirit's voice come in and say, be careful. And then he said, family, right? So I instantly woke up and I wrote it down in my notepad because I knew it was a word for someone. And I also know that it's an urgent word because lately I've been telling you guys that there's going to be people coming back around in your life, wanting your help, wanting to be around you. And not all these people are actually around you because they love you and they care about you. Some of these people just want to come around you because of your oil and because of what God has in store for you. And some of these people, they may have already tried to sabotage you or tried to block you, right? So the fact that the person said long time no see means that this is someone that you have not seen in a long time, a family member that you have not seen in a long time, and they're going to start coming back around. You have to remember something. Sometimes, I always think sometimes, like, because this happens to me sometimes too, where like someone will randomly contact me, and when they contact me, it's almost like, okay, I have not spoken to you in years or months, and I haven't spoken to you in a long time. And then I always notice that it's always when like I'm about to receive a big breakthrough, or I received my breakthrough and I just achieved something, is when I'll notice people say, hey, do you remember me? Or hey, and they come back around. And then I'm just almost like, okay, all these times I was going through things, I never heard from you. I never heard from anybody. But as soon as I get my life together and things start looking up for me, all of a sudden everyone's coming back around me. So you have to be careful. This is someone you have to be careful of. And from experience, I'm telling you that sometimes when you release people and you're doing great, and, because remember, God puts us through a wilderness period so we can depend on him, rely on him, so we can have faith. And when we go through our wilderness period, we may not have anybody around us, and we may be going through tears. We may feel alone. We may be struggling. And then you come out your wilderness period, and then all of a sudden everyone's coming around you. And I've witnessed in the past where I had no one around me and I liked it that way. And I noticed that things are going so well for me. And then as soon as like I opened back the door for certain family members to come in, I noticed that things were being said about me through the grapevine based on, the people I had around me. So I remember I let another family member back in my life. And because I let this family member back in my life, they went back and told this other family member who does witchcraft where I lived. And because she found out where I lived, I noticed that after I let that family member come to my home and he went back and told this family member where I lived, I noticed that things were falling apart in my unit, in my place, right? So I had to eventually move. But that's what I mean when I say, like, you may open the door for one person, you may start talking to someone, but you don't know who they're connected to and you don't know their motives. They may go back and start talking to the very people that God pulled you away from in the first place, right? So I'm just using that as an example because the way how God said it was be careful. Like, he was very concerned. So after the male's voice says long time no see, I knew right away it was someone coming back in your life. And I knew right away that they're the one that, that reached out to you. And when I heard God say, be careful, it was like, I don't know if you guys ever witnessed it, but when Holy Spirit whispers, be careful, like you'll feel that like feeling in your stomach, like, the seriousness of it because he has a very nice, soft, still, beautiful voice, right? But you'll feel the seriousness of that warning, right? And then when he said family, I'm like, oh, shoot. And then instantly when I got up to write it down, I started thinking about Cain and Abel, So I just want to give you that confirmation. But the Cain and Abel, remember, Cain and Abel were brothers. And Cain was very jealous of Abel because of God's favor on Abel's life, right? And then he ended up killing Abel, right? His brother. He killed his own brother. So I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen to you. No, I'm just saying that, like, when I wrote it down, that's what I thought about. And this word has just been really in my spirit all morning. And I wanted to just tell you the exact words this person's going to say. And they're going to say, long time no see. Okay, so, and it's a family member. So please just be careful and take heed and listen to God. And, I want you to understand, like, you may see family as a beautiful thing. Everyone sees family as a beautiful thing. I see family as a beautiful thing. One thing about us being very sensitive children of God is we love the idea of family. We love the idea of love. We love the idea of being around people, right? And sometimes we may be the ones that tries to put the family together, even if we're the ones that are abused in the midst of trying to do that. We may be the one trying to keep everyone around, keep everyone together. And sometimes we will ignore abuse. We will ignore, the plots and schemes of the enemy just because we so badly don't want to believe that someone that we're related to or someone that we look up to could be someone that's trying to sabotage us. And then what will happen is we'll notice that things are starting to fall apart and it wasn't like that before. So you just have to be careful because just because someone is your blood does not mean that they love you. You know what I mean? And most family members, if they see that you're elevating, you may wonder why they don't feel that way about strangers elevating or people they don't know. But it's because they have a familiarity with you. They may have grown up with you. They may have seen you in your struggles, and when someone has familiarity with you and your personalities and they know things about you and then they see you come out of a bad situation and go into a new situation, sometimes they start to compare themselves and sometimes they see it as a reflection of themselves and they start saying to themselves, okay, how come I'm not where they are? Especially if they're the same people that try to put you down, it will really bother them to see you elevate in your life because they so badly wanted to see the worst happen for you, right? So you just have to be careful and you just have to take heed. But again, the confirmation is the person's going to say long time no see and the person's a family member. So take it to God. But I don't think that there's any confusion. Like, it's very detailed as to what they're going to say, but, still pray about it. But whoever it's for, they'll know it's for them. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.